I'm Dino Mosquera, and let's square up the USA view. MAGA commentator faces backlash for choosing Trump war crime threats over Trans Visibility Day. Right-wing Christian broadcaster Erick Erickson is facing backlash after saying he will prefer President Donald Trump threaten war crimes over recognizing transgender people on Easter. Erickson's comment came in response to Trump's expletive-filled Easter post, where he pledged to bomb Iran's infrastructure, actions considered war crimes under international law, including the Geneva Convention. Reacting to the post, Erickson wrote, quote, "Look, I don't think it's appropriate. Wish he hadn't. But if I have to choose between this and Trans Recognition Day or whatever Easter, okay," end of quote. The debate stems from 2024 when Transgender Day of Visibility coincided with Easter during President Joe Biden's term. TDOV is observed annually on March 31st, while Easter's date varies each year. Erickson is a former contributor to CNN and Fox News and has a history of anti-LGBTQ commentary. This is the hypocrisy of it all. These are the conservative Christians on Easter that rather just see, the transgender people erased or, prefer actually we bomb a whole civilization, like he called it, Donald Trump, than celebrate, or just even recognize that transgender people exist and that transgender people, just have one day of being visible. What is that going to be against anyone, much less your Christian beliefs? I don't understand the hypocrisy of it all. These people, do you know that he actually lived in Dubai when he was a young student. He went to school in Dubai. So, and he's not outraged by, the bombing of an American ally, actually. Yeah. So, it's just so...
But how crazy is that for Trump to do that kind of post, on Easter, right? Like a white girl wasted 2 a.m. kind of post, I was afraid yesterday, boys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that 8 p.m. looming, I was worried. And, and things happened 2 hours before that deadline where they extended it or whatever it is, Yeah. But,
Taco Tuesday.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? And I watched it play out because I try to just read a little bit. I can't immerse myself in the terribles day in, day out. But I was paying attention yesterday. And then around 3 or 4 o'clock, someone leaked that Pakistan was floating a 2-week ceasefire and all this. No, it was the White House. The White House looking desperately for an off-ramp that they needed in the next 4 to 5 hours. So they put that out there, and then they got Pakistan on board. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They blinked, and we are markedly in a worse position than we were before this war started. And there's all sorts of things that we'll get into. But as for Erick, he's an intellectual. He is smart. He communicates well, and he has no soul. He believes in, he knows trans people exist. He's not saying trans people don't exist because he spends so much of his time trying to erase them.
Yeah. He's just a disgusting piece of, what, all right? Because, you'd rather hear about a bombing a country than the acknowledgement that people exist. Like, that's not faith. That's a personality disorder. There's something severely wrong with that man. You can say that he's smart, but compassion the man does not have, not even a little piece of it. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.